Is Dua Lipa really in her flop era? Stick around because we're breaking down everything you need to know about her latest album, Radical Optimism, and why some people are calling it a flop. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. So, let's get into it. For many people, Dua Lipa's new album, Radical Optimism, has been labeled a flop. But why? She's one of the biggest pop stars right now. So what's going on? A week before Radical Optimism dropped, none of the 3 singles she released were in the US top 10. Compare that to her previous album, Future Nostalgia, which had Don't Start Now hitting the top 2 the week the album launched. Big difference, right? However, it's not all bad news. While her US chart positions aren't as high, she's doing better worldwide. Houdini stayed on the charts for 23 weeks, peaking at 11. Not too shabby, but it's still a far cry from the success of Future Nostalgia. Remember, Levitating started at 73 and took 7 months to reach number 2 on the Hot 100. New Rules debuted at 90 and climbed to number 6 after 6 months. Even Don't Start Now began at 30 and peaked at 2 after 4 months. So, it's possible we'll see Radical Optimism tracks climb higher in the coming months. Future Nostalgia was a masterpiece. Perfect production, a solid concept, and amazing performances. Naturally, fans had sky-high expectations for her next album. After such a massive success, anything less than extraordinary was going to feel like a letdown. At first, the Radical Optimism era seemed promising. The singles Houdini and Training Season had a coherent sound and visual style. Dua talked about a psychedelic sound before releasing anything, and the black and red color palette matched this new vibe. But then things got messy. Dua introduced Training Season on January 26th, but didn't release it until February 15th. That's a long wait, especially after performing it at the Grammys, where fans were already hyped and wanting to stream it. On March 13th, she announced the release date for Radical Optimism, along with the cover art. Fans were surprised. The cover, featuring Dua with a shark in a pool, didn't match the black and red aesthetic of the singles. She also dropped the tracklist, revealing only 10 songs, 3 of which were already out. After waiting 4 years since her last album, fans expected more. Releasing 3 singles before the album made the final product feel short. This era feels disorganized. For example, when she announced her Asia tour dates, she did it in an Instagram carousel, where the cover image wasn't even the announcement. If you didn't swipe through, you'd miss it. Despite everything, Dua still has a massive fan base and a lot of support. She sold out 2 dates at Wembley, which is huge. Plus, she's one of the few artists who has spoken out about the Israel-Palestine conflict. Some people believe Spotify is sabotaging her because her numbers are better on Apple Music. I love Dua Lipa and personally enjoyed Radical Optimism. However, it lacks the strong concept that made Future Nostalgia stand out to the general public. It's tough to follow such a massive hit. And while Radical Optimism hasn't reached those heights, that doesn't mean it's a flop. What do you guys think? Do you like Radical Optimism? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.